So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. It's another cold day here in Pennsylvania. Not as cold as it was yesterday, but I think the temperature is supposed to drop throughout the day. But if you watched that last video, at the end of that video I heard a big chipper running across the road, and I said I was going to run over there and see if they had any wood that they wanted to get rid of, and sure enough, everything worked out perfectly. I went over in the tractor, and as soon as I got over there, one of the tree guys came over and he said, "Tell me you're here to get some firewood or whatever." And I said, "Absolutely." So we got to looking around, and they took a couple big oak trees down that were dead, and I think they're taking a few more down today. And I talked to the homeowner. She's a super nice lady, lives right across the road from us, and she's happy to see the trees go to good use. So I'm going to run over there right now and kind of check things out. They just pulled in over there, and we'll come up with a plan. I don't think I'll get much out today, if any. I'll probably wait until tomorrow morning because those guys will be out of the way, and plus it'll be pretty well frozen tomorrow morning, and I don't have to worry as much about tearing up her lawn getting in there. But I got the grapple on the tractor and some saws, everything ready if they want to get something out today, but I'm thinking I'll probably just wait till tomorrow. All right, I'm over here at the neighbors. But they're taking 4 or 5 big white oaks down over here too. Look at all this wood here. Look at the size of that red oak there. Oh man, there's a ton of wood in here. Oh yeah. So that's the plan. They're going to get the rest of the trees down. Just kind of chip up all the limbs and everything. And I'll come back and get all this wood. So I just got back to the house, and I'm sitting here trying to come up with a good plan to get all that wood from over there down to the wood yard. Initially, I thought it was just going to be a couple saw logs, and my plan was just take the tractor and grapple over and carry them down by the sawmill, but there's a ton of firewood over there as well. Plus, like I said, they're going to take 3, maybe 4 more big white oaks down today, so there's going to be a lot of wood over there. I think what I may do is just put the firewood bucket back on the tractor, and tomorrow morning go over and get started and just start cleaning up the firewood. Throw it right in the firewood bucket, take it right down to the log splitter, split it up, and it's going to take a lot of trips, but it won't be a lot of handling of the wood. And then once I get all the firewood cleaned up, I'll go over with the tractor and the grapple, carry over the saw logs, or who knows, if there's a bunch of them, I may even take the excavator over and the dump trailer. We'll have to see once we get to that point. But I think it would be best just to start cleaning up all the small stuff first and work my way into the bigger stuff. And then that's actually the easier part, just carrying saw logs over. But yeah, that's the plan. But I got to thinking, you know, it never hurts to ask. You know, I'm down there the other day and I can hear a chipper running, and I went over and just asked if they had any wood to get rid of, and I hit the jackpot. I did. It'll work out really well, and it's a win-win for everyone. It's going to get that crew out of there a little bit quicker, a lot quicker. It's going to save the homeowner some money. They can move on to another job, and I get a whole bunch of wood. So that's a win-win-win in my book. But a lot of times people are hesitant, you know, to approach somebody, but nothing's going to happen, you know, if you don't. It's not like they're going to come walking over here and say, "Hey, are you looking for some wood? We've got some saw logs and some firewood over there." It usually doesn't happen like that. Sometimes it does. So I don't have a problem just going and introducing myself and saying hello, and maybe things will work out. And they did. What are you doing, Melissa?
You know, just a little last minute Christmas stuff.
It's coming right up, isn't it?
I know. I should be inside baking, but you know, still fresh in my shirts. I want to say thanks to everybody that ordered a t-shirt. I hope you enjoy them. We got a lot of feedback so far that everyone's liked them. And if you're interested, they're still on our website, so go check them out. That's at outdoorswithmorgans.com.
Yeah, I'll put a link in the description.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're just about ready for Christmas, aren't we?
We're getting there. I stayed up late last night wrapped gifts. And I'll probably go inside and get my apron on and start baking.
You think so?
Maybe.
Maybe. So I went over to the neighbors, bunch of wood over there.
Okay.
And I'll start getting that out tomorrow.
Okay.
This afternoon I'm going to go gather up a couple trees that are out in the woods, split a little bit more, and then
Nice.
tomorrow hit it hard over there.
Woo!
All right, we're headed out in the woods to gather up some more firewood. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of dragging today a little bit. It was, yeah, yesterday morning. I normally get up about 4 or 4:30 each day. But yesterday I had to take our niece down to the airport. She was flying to DC. She's from Montana, but she came here for a couple days. She went down to DC to see some other relatives, and they'll all be back up right before Christmas. But anyway, I had to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and probably didn't go to bed till about 10:30 the night before. And I'm still feeling it today, I am. So tonight, being out in this cold weather and everything, I think I'll shut her down pretty early tonight and get a good night's sleep and start fresh tomorrow. All right, I got a nice jag of wood right there. That's probably a little over 1/3 of a cord. I had a maple there that was growing right next to a couple other ones. And then I've got a cherry that was dead. I took it down as well. When I get back over to the yard there, I'll give you another look at this. And if you want, you can enter a guess in the comments how long you think it'll take me to split all this. And whoever gets it right or closest to it, we'll send them a Outdoors with the Morgans t-shirt. Before we go back and split that, I'm going to head over there about 150 yards or so. A buddy of mine, we were talking about maybe putting up another tree stand over there for Flintlock season. I will explain why once we get over there. So the mini cabin, it's over there, I don't know, about 150, 175 yards away. And it sits kind of on a little ridge over there. I got a valley on this side, one on the other side. And the brick house, it's way down there. It's a long ways off. But in Flintlock season, what we like to do is put a couple little drives on. And the deer are all kind of bunched up this time of year. And every year when we do that, we're successful at seeing deer. We're not real successful at getting any, because it seems probably about 9 times out of 10, when they come up out of that valley down there, they'll come right up to this ridge right here and then dip over that hill that way. Occasionally, they'll go on the far side of the mini cabin. They never want to really seem to go close enough to it. And you know, when you're using those Flintlocks, it's not like an inline muzzleloader. We feel comfortable probably about 75 yards. Some guys are a lot better at them than we are, but I try not to shoot any further than 75 yards with one, and it's just too far over here. So what we were thinking was maybe on this oak tree right here, just put a ladder stand right there, put a guy in that, a guy in the mini cabin, and one over about another 100 yards, and I think we'd have this all covered. So I'm going to call my buddy Tim tonight, and I think tomorrow we'll move a stand. I got one down by the brick house. Maybe we'll bring it up here, put it right in this oak tree right here. I think that'd be a good spot. But anyway, we'll head back over to the wood yard, and we will split that wood up by having a firewood bucket. I actually added a few more pieces since I last showed it to you, so I'll show you that when we get over there, and you can enter an accurate guess. So that's quite a bit of wood there in that firewood bucket. If that was all like green oak, that would be about the max that you want to put on this tractor, unless you added even more ballast in the back. The rear tires are loaded on this, and I've got the big tool rack back there now. This handles this no problem at all, but that oak's just a lot heavier. I'm pretty excited for Christmas. I hope you guys are as well. Hannah and Tyler will be here on Christmas Day, and they're going to stay for a couple days. You know, everybody will be around. It's just a nice time of year. It's kind of weird without any snow around. We had some, I guess, towards the end of November, 1st of December, we had a little bit, but we haven't had any snow since. And I was thinking this morning, you know, we really only have about 12 more weeks of winter. You know, once you get into March, things will start warming up. So it's actually been pretty nice. I can't complain. But yeah, a little bit of snow around Christmas would be nice, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, so that's all right too. But we've had a lot of really nice days this fall. We have, and early winter's been pretty nice. Can't complain at all. And I don't know if I mentioned the other day, I got about another week and a half of wood cutting, and right after the first of the year, we'll be all in on working inside the building over there. I actually met a guy the other night who's going to give me a hand. He's a home builder, and he used to have a big crew, but you know, he's kind of winding down a little bit, so it's just him and his son now. And he's very skilled, very good guy. I've known him for years, and he was able to fit me into his schedule. So that'll be coming up in the next couple weeks. I want to get that wrapped up, and then we want to get a building built down at the wood yard for mostly just like equipment storage and stuff. It won't be anything fancy at all, but I will have concrete with the hosses, pour a floor in the springtime, and mainly have like 3 walls or something on it. Just something to keep things like the tractors. I keep everything inside the building now, but that's going to kind of turn more into a woodworking shop instead of equipment storage. And you know, I don't need to keep the tractor and the excavator in a heated garage. It can be kept down below, so that's kind of what the plan is. But anyway, we're almost back to the house, and we'll get down to the wood yard and start splitting. All right, I got the splitter warming up, conveyor's warming up. We're gonna get started. So there it is. There's 2 rows there. I'm guessing just a little over 1/3 of a cord. Enter your guess in the comments, and whoever the winner is, we will send them a shirt. Well, there you have it. I kind of got off to a slow start. I was kind of fumbling around a little bit, but I got into the groove there. It didn't take too long. But like I said, enter your guess in the comments and do so in minutes and seconds. So say your guess is 18 minutes and 25 seconds, enter it like this. Because that is how I will search for the winner. But anyway, I think that's about it for today's video. I'm looking forward to heading over to the neighbors tomorrow and start tearing into all that oak. I think they got 3 or 4 more down today, big white oaks. So there's a pile of wood over there. There really is. That'll be a good way to finish off the firewood for the year and get a bunch of saw logs stocked up for the sawmill. And I think that's about it. And don't forget, it never hurts to ask. Like I said, they would not have just come over here to see if I needed wood. Doesn't hurt to go introduce yourself, and who knows, things may work out. But like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.